really?
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
And
hi.
we're back. And we're in the shade.
Yeah. Oh, I know. We had to move a little bit.
Yes. So we were watching a show today.
Hmm.
Some of our friends on YouTube.
Popcorn Planet.
Yes, and he had a few people on there with him, and they were talking about, this is interesting too.
Mhm.
They were talking about Amber Heard and Johnny Depp,
Mhm.
and Johnny Depp's children, and
Well, first they were talking about, what was it that they were talking about?
well, okay,
I'm looking at
there
that.
was a different. We were also watching a channel full of a whole bunch of law. I don't want to say law nerds,
Yeah.
but they kind of call themselves that. And it's all these lawyers, and they have all these channels.
And they're talking about her post-trial motions.
Yes.
And picking them apart.
Right, and some of them, like there was this one, and they had everyone was on. There's so many. Emily D. Baker and
Oh, God, so many.
Yeah, Lon Lumber, so many.
Blonde Lumber.
Yes, and
I can't help it.
I'm
You guys you have to see that show, and it's Emily's show, I believe.
Yes, it was Emily's.
Was it Emily's? Yeah, it was.
It was Emily's. Hashtag Would Daddy stack.
That's Lawn Lumber. Yeah,
It's funny. Anyway,
you have to see it.
It's interesting. Anyway, yeah,
She's so
it was
obsessed.
very funny.
Basically, she is so still obsessed with
She
Johnny
is obsessed.
Depp.
Even to the point of, because she just had this, she just got I don't want to say got a baby. but,
Surrogate.
Right.
But
she
I think
has
the baby's
a baby.
2 or something.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that recent, but it's in recent years.
Right.
And it was since the divorce, right? And the baby's name, everybody's talking about, because Johnny Depp's children, he had named them Lily Rose and Jack.
Well, Lily Rose and Jack, but Lily and Jack were in a movie that he really loved.
Right.
Yeah.
And so,
The characters.
right, he loved the characters, and so he named his children after the main characters. But there was a third character in the movie named
Una.
Una, thank you. Una. I had to see the movie.
Yeah.
Anyway,
And she was a fairy.
Una. I don't know why I said Uma. But yeah. But it's so,
And that's what Amber named her child.
I know.
So it's like, use your own stuff. Why does she have to copy everything he does?
Because, obviously.
No imagination.
Yeah, and she's obsessed.
Yeah.
It's like, still, I don't know. It's still like somehow like wanting to be attached to him, or still trying to affect him, or
Yeah.
you were even mentioning, is there something in her mind that it's like imagining that it's his child or something? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just this weird obsession. But doesn't it make sense? She's a soul stalker.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it really makes sense. Yeah, it's just interesting too, because we were watching this program with all the
Lawyers.
yeah, and
Law
they were
nerds.
playing back the audios
Yes. Oh
from
my gosh.
the trial, the Johnny and Amber audios between them. Sometimes it seemed like she didn't know. Mostly, he didn't know he was being taped.
Mostly he never knew he was being.
He never knew he was being taped.
And
How
you
did
could tell she knew. I mean, obviously
you
she
knew.
because she would start crying and being nicer.
I know.
Yeah.
So, Vera, tell me, you know the one where she just sounded maniacal?
Yes.
She sounded like truly maniacal.
That's the true soul coming out.
And that's what one of the gentlemen said that was a lawyer. He felt like, because one of the gals was saying, oh, she sounds like she's on drugs. But the other
On
gentleman,
hallucinogenics
yeah,
is what they said.
but the other gentleman was saying, oh no, this sounds like her true nature is coming out. The nature of the beast is
Yep.
what he said.
Yep.
And that's what, and somebody else said it just sounds like evil,
Well, one guy put up a
Oh, that's right.
Remember,
He put
it
up a
said
sign.
psycho, a sign, yeah.
Psycho. It sounded just like a very, maniacal,
yeah.
just crazy. And then there was a gal that felt like it was Harley Quinn. We're going into this, Harley Quinn personality.
persona.
Yes.
Yeah. Because she wanted that role, I believe.
I'm not
Yeah.
surprised.
Yeah.
But it just, her maniacalness, it just sounds like a lost light. Because
Yeah.
that's that element.
Yep.
And they are giddy with it. With the control. With
But
the
she can see how
affecting-
it's affecting the person, and it just like she feeds off of it. Not just her, but Lost Lights.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then,
The sun's like right in my face. It's peeking right through that little hole.
Because I was like laughing at myself, because you know how you can tell when somebody's getting into a topic that they really want to talk and they get to the edge of their seat, because I keep going like this. Because before we went on, Vera's like, it looks like I'm sitting behind you, because I was like this.
Yeah.
I just get all excited about what we're saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, so where was I going with that? I don't even know.
But she sounded very maniacal, and we were talking about the signs that they were holding up. That she was psycho.
Yes, because,
Lost
you know,
Lights.
that's exactly it. They are obsessed. And so now here she names her child this, Una.
I'm just like, oh my gosh.
And then she says that he's not moving on.
Yeah,
Like, he won't let her move on. Hey, how great was it to see Camille and Johnny meet up again?
Oh, at that his concert.
Yeah.
Very cool.
They were finally reunited.
I think wasn't her boyfriend with her?
It looked like it, yeah. But it was neat because watching it, you know what I kept thinking about? I kept thinking about when you said how Johnny and Camille were brother and sister in the other lifetime.
Yeah.
And it just was like, I was just so happy for them to have this victory in this life. And that connection again. You know?
And she didn't ruin their lives in this lifetime.
Yeah, exactly.
Amber,
yeah. What else do we want to say?
And she's not ever going to let go, because she is bound and determined to destroy him.
So she's trying to do this appeal
Everything
thing.
she can do, yeah.
And it's so interesting because now Amber's team is coming at it from the angle. Message. But now Amber's team is coming at it from the angle that, because her lawyers have a duty. If they notice that something is off with one of the jurors, in the sense of that's not who it is supposed to be, they have a duty to report it at that time. If they have a problem, they have to say it right then. Right. And what happened was, if you don't know, is juror 15, right? One of the jurors was supposed to have been born before 1945, and they say that he obviously was not.
Because they put senior instead of junior.
Right.
And that was the only difference.
Yes. So now Amber's team is saying
fraud.
Amber is the one that, on a rare occasion, happened to notice that the juror was not born before the year 1945, and but they're not saying it was them, because Amber doesn't have the duty, but that she just casually, didn't think of anything, anything of it.
Yeah. Only probably it was. Oh, I can use this in appeal. But it's their duty. Oh, sorry. It's their duty, like you mentioned, to her lawyers to say yay or nay. And they have the opportunity.
Yes, and there's even a jury. What's it called? Staff or a jury? Like each attorney's.
Yes. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Group for her and for Johnny. They have a special unit within that who focuses just on the jury. So they knew.
Exactly.
They were just holding it like an ace in the pocket. But a lot of the people are saying, the law nerds, the lawyers, are saying that that's not going to work.
Yeah. They're going to throw it out.
Yeah.
But what a waste of time.
I know.
And she's still paying them for all this stuff. And apparently Johnny still has to pay because they have to answer. So that's what I mean. She's going to keep milking, as much. And then she's thinking, well, maybe I'll get something.
Right.
But she's not going to.
Now, an interesting thing you just discovered is, which is, I don't know who would want to read it, but
her tell-all.
So she's writing a book.
And they're having a bidding war with the publishers. But that's what I'm talking about. Media is all for Amber.
But it's like, what, 17 million you said?
15 right now.
15 million that they're offering her. So good point. Johnny should be like, okay,
hand it over.
Up. Yeah. So we'll see. But yeah. Is there anything else that we wanted to mention about that?
No. I was just going to say get a life, but that is her life.
See, isn't that a good point?
You know?
It's absolutely. It's just weird. It's just weird. We've talked about it before. It's just their calling.
Yeah.
You know, we all have a calling in life. You know, some of us want to create and do, you know, awesome things and help each other and be a nice, you know, loving to children or whatever.
Yeah.
And some people have this calling to just prove that they were the victim, that
Right.
they are in the right, even if they weren't the victim.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And it's,
Yes.
in
Because they
this
always think they are
situation.
anyway.
Right.
Well, not really, but they want the public to think they are.
Now, an interesting thing about this, because in the last little video we did, we talked about one of our mentors from earlier in our life, Sylvia.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things we learned there was about how with lost light souls, they hurt you, but they blame you.
Of course.
If they hit you with their car, it's because you're in the way. How you know, look, you messed up my car.
Or look what you made me do.
Right. So yeah. So it's so interesting because, you know, that's where we started to first learn about this concept. But since then, you know,
There's
Angus,
a lot of murderers that do that.
yes.
They'll
and-
say, if she had given me that lawnmower, I never would have killed her. You know, something as dumb as that.
Right. We were watching just
Yeah.
the other day this psycho guy who murdered his wife and three children. It was so sad.
Toad.
But he was talking about how he came home from work and the kitchen was a mess. And there was some goopy stuff on the counter, like as if that means that, you know, oh, okay, well, you can go kill people now. I mean, kill your family. It's
Yeah.
just craziness,
Yeah.
right? But anyway, so we learned about this, you know, lost light concept. And then since then, it's really helped us in our life and with your clients.
Yeah.
And, you know, Angus has talked a lot about this. Angus is Vera's master teacher on the other side, and he's given us a lot of messages about how to not let lost lights affect us.
Yes.
And sometimes, you know, look at Johnny's experience. He was able to learn that through, I mean, he held in there, and he really wanted justice.
Well, and people could see his sincerity. You know, they felt it. It was in front of their faces.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then for her to say, look, he's this horrible person, and they're going, I don't get it. You know?
And when that trial first started, nobody thought that he was going to be able to.
No, because he was the one that was already lost before he went in.
Right.
And it really makes you look at our judicial system,
Oh.
where it's okay to lie, and you don't get in trouble.
I don't understand
I
that.
don't get that either.
What is the point of swearing on the Bible
Yes.
if it's,
Yeah.
you know?
I don't
Yeah.
think they make you do the Bible anymore, do they?
Oh, that's
That's
right.
Perry Mason.
See? I've been watching too many Perry Mason movies. Perry Mason movies.
Yeah.
But I love it.
Yeah, but so to speak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I don't understand.
Yeah. Well, because
That
we're
doesn't
not
make any
lost lights.
Yeah. It's just crazy, though.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so fascinating case
Yeah.
study.
Definitely.
Was there anything else, Vera, that we wanted to share today?
No.
I think that was it, too.
That's it.
Okay. That was interesting. All right. Well, thank you for joining
Yeah.
us for our backyard chat. Stay
Our
cool.
impromptu.
Yeah. And we love you.
Yeah. Stay cool.